Hi, everyone. I'm DeFi Dad. You're watching episode 31 of Yield TV. All right. So it is November 12th, 2020. And today we get to interview Sergej Kunz, the co-founder of the very popular DEX aggregator 1inch Exchange. Sergej, welcome to Yield TV. How are you doing?
Hi, everyone. Thanks, DeFi Dad. I'm very happy to be here. It's a pleasure.
Thanks so much. Sergej, where are you based out of?
I'm based in Germany, in south of Germany, in Stuttgart.
Very cool. Well, thanks so much. You're definitely calling in later, so I really appreciate that. You working around our time here. So today we're going to talk about 1inch's V2. So I have been using 1inch, I think, since the time you guys launched, and it's always been one of my favorite DEX aggregators. It is a tool that I have always likened to, I would explain to friends, when you search for an airline ticket, do you search across all the different airline websites one at a time, or do you go to a search engine like Kayak or Google Flights? And so what 1inch did is they took the guesswork out of looking across all the different decentralized exchanges and liquidity pools. And then on top of that, you guys added this order routing, which we'll talk through here today, but just like in layman's terms, it means that my order can be split across different liquidity pools, and so you're getting the best rate. You're experiencing the least amount of slippage possible. It's been a game changer. It's been just one of the most important fundamental tools that anyone can use in DeFi. So on that note, we're going to walk through that and screen share all that today. But wanted to just quickly highlight, Sergej, can you talk me through, like, what's your backstory? I've never known, like, how did you and Anton get started building 1inch? And I guess, yeah, we'll dig through, like, you guys work on so much outside of 1inch. Like, there's a lot of stuff you've actually done for the DeFi community over the last year, and I want to help to highlight some of that. So anyways, tell me your backstory.
Yeah, sure. So actually, we started with Anton 2018 in September. So we were introduced by a common friend at the beginning of 2018. We had actually no real conversations with Anton. And he joined my live stream videos. I was also a YouTuber. I had my own YouTube channel, Cryptomaniac. So it was in Russian language. So I was born in Russia, Siberia.
Cool.
So, and
didn't know that.
Yeah, and I thought it's cool. Crypto is cool. My first touch points with crypto was like 2011, but I didn't buy any Bitcoins, unfortunately. So I was playing around with mining a little bit on my Mac back in 2011, but yeah, then I just forgot everything about crypto and started to work on in several startups. Where I just spent all my time and nights and whole days to deliver nice applications and so on and so on. And yeah, back in 2018, I started to record videos on YouTube talking about cryptocurrency. And one of the days I have seen a new hype in DeFi YouTube space, Russian space, I would say, where a lot of people started to invest in Ponzi schemes. So I did my investigations, and I found out that the smart contract is not audited. There's no source code, and I started to decompile it in a live stream, and I just tried to go through the pseudocode and to find a backdoor or a bug. And Anton wanted to join the live stream and want to help me. So I let them join, and after that we did more than 100 security audits and live streams on YouTube, and then the next half of the year. Wow. And at the end of 2018, we started to participate on hackathons. The first hackathon together We participated on ETH Global Singapore. It was really great, great location, great people. And Vitalik was there. It was really great. And we spent like 5 hours to build a small application based in Kyber. We used MakerDAO as well and set protocol, and we won multiple prizes. And then we understood that, wow, we can actually participate every month around the globe. And we did it really. We participated every month, sometimes 2 times a month around the globe. We were in South Africa, in India, and so on. On each hackathon, we built something. We had several ideas, and we tried to make this DeFi and Ethereum space better. And on one of such a hackathon on ETH New York last year, we came to the idea to build an aggregator. So the first pane had Anton. She had also multiple pages open and compared all the DEXs, the prices on the DEXs.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It takes time, and a mistake can cost you a lot. Yeah. So if you swap huge amount of money with the wrong rate, so you lose money. Yeah. So and he suggests actually to build one pager, the app where he can see all the rates. And I added to this the idea that we can actually use an algorithm because I was playing around a couple of weeks before on an arbitrage board, and I have seen all the cool things like using gas token to reduce the gas costs, and also some other hacks. Yeah, I suggested we should split among DEXs because it depends on the volume. Yeah, you have more volume, more amount, then you will get versus price. So, and by splitting among just Kyber, Uniswap, and Banker, we were able to improve the price by 40% for 100 ETH. Back in 2019, I showed it to Liam Holmes from ETH Global, and she said, "Wow, this is the next thing." So, actually, we didn't win anything except small prize, $300 from ENS on this hackathon. We didn't sleep the whole hackathon, so I lost at the end of the hackathon already my orientation. So and it was crazy. So and but we were able to deliver the first working MVP, really working application, and already with working transactions. So this is just actually the story about 1inch. So we tried to solve actually a problem for all needs, yeah, and we found out that it's useful for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, it has insane product market fit because one of the most interesting things about 1inch is just the fact that you can relate it, as I was doing earlier, you can relate it back to the way that we use the internet today, and the fact that none of us are you don't search across every potential hotel in the world. You don't look for airlines. Like it's all using aggregators. And so it made sense that we would continue to see more of these liquidity pools in DeFi. I guess really at the time when you guys built this too, there weren't as many options. So, it was very forward thinking, because now there's, gosh, how many different sources do you guys pull from now? How many places can you split an order across?
So right now 22, and we have right now one more in the pipeline. So I was working today the whole day on integrating another liquidity source. So yesterday we released CoFix, so it's nothing new, and we added just 25 million some more liquidity, and just if all the people who are right now logging on the stream and later the video, so all you should understand that it makes sense to swap on one big pool, and this is 1inch. We combined all small liquidity sources into single one, and we provide the best liquidity on a DEX market.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's something that I've been using since the start, and it's once you start using it, you can't stop using it. Can you talk me through from the time you all launched after the hackathon to the DeFi summer we just went through. Can you share any highlights of the numbers along the way? I remember seeing when you first crossed like 100 million, I think, in total trade volume, and then you crossed 1 billion quite a while ago now. But just kind of curious if you can share some of the highlights over that year of like, this is how much daily volume we started with, and then this is how much we were doing at the height of the DeFi summer.
So at the beginning, we just used it for our needs, and we shared a little bit with our network. So through the participations on all the hackathons, we were able to build a great network, and we shared with all the people. And some of them, they started to share it with own friends, because they were able to save the money, and shared the great experience with friends, so on. So and at the beginning we got like not a lot of volume, and it grew more and more. And the first wow was when we reached $2 million volume.
Wow.
And then Liam Holmes, he has seen the tweet which we posted, and he retweeted with a nice comment that we are ETH global hackathon starter, and that we achieved such a huge goal, 2 million. So comparing to right now, we have today 20 million. So it's like it's a huge jump, of course, for us. So, and after that, we doubled the volume. First, we doubled every week, then we doubled every month. And right now, of course, it depends on the market. So if the market drops from the volume, we have the same on the chart for sure. But user amount is growing. It's really great. We have 35,000 users. I would say wallets who already swapped on 1inch, and there's actually more potential if you compare us with Uniswap. Uniswap did really great job, and they have right now 25,000 people using Uniswap every day, and this is huge, and we are right now on the beginning, of our flight to the moon, and
It's cool too, because all of this, we all sort of benefit and win together right now. There is, the fact that Uniswap has seen such an increase in their own trade volume is actually partially due to 1inch, but then at the same time, like 1inch continues to benefit from like, the reputation, the credibility that Uniswap brings as well. It's such a special sort of time right now. I think like years from now, we'll all look back and be like, this was one of the most exciting times in like our growth. Sergej, I want to ask more questions about 1inch, but I feel like, would you mind if we start screen sharing and showing off the actual 1inch V2? And then I'll try to plug in some of these questions along the way. Like, I think one of the things I'm most interested to dig into is, what separates like a 1inch from other DEX aggregators? Like, what do you look to do to offer a better trading rate or less slippage?
Yeah, sure. I'm going to share Chrome tab.
Cool. Once you do that, I'll add it to the stream here. Here we go. Awesome.
So, one sec. It was wrong. It was our staging.
Yeah, no worries.
Once again. Yeah, this one. Again. one sec. it's
no worries.
1 sec. And I will try again. Okay, this is the right one.
There we go. The green. There we go.
So we are happy to present the new UI, the version 2. The first UI was actually built on a hackathon. We started to build it on a hackathon. Over time, we improved it a little bit, but at the end, the base architecture was like built we say in Russian, on knees in the garage, and
yeah.
And we have right now a great team. However, everyone knows we got funded by great investors. Binance also invested into us, and some other Galaxy Digital and some other great investors. And we were able to switch from our normal jobs to what we like and love. It's building 1inch. So actually, from the beginning of 1inch until early this year, we were working in full-time jobs, the whole time.
Wow!
And in the nights, we built 1inch, about the UI. So you see, we built a modular user interface. You can disable all the modules, and you can have such a nice, very simple user interface for swapping tokens. Like you have similar on Uniswap. Of course, we have our own things like the routing here included. I will come to it in the next 5 minutes.
Very cool.
We have 2 modes here: maximum return and lowest gas costs. So, we built our algorithm, which is very advanced and can. It's still quite flexible, and we can actually add more modes, but for the start we just added 2. With the maximum return, you get really the best price on the market. With lowest gas costs, we try to reduce the gas costs for those people who don't want to pay more for the gas.
Can I ask, that lowest gas cost versus maximum return, was that a reaction to, I think, what we all went through in the summertime? Because I always thought about 1inch as like, give me the best rate, but then I never thought gas would go up to 1,000 gwei. So is this something that can, in other words, like sort of protect us the next time we see a mania like that where gas prices surge?
I don't suggest to use lower gas costs because you would get less. So here, for example, 45074, 45093. This is the difference. And then the gas costs, it's not huge difference. It's like $6. So the thing is, you get more, and you pay a little bit more for gas. This is
absolutely
the difference.
That's
cool.
For
1,000 ETH, it's a lot. It's more than $100. $120, and gas cost difference is the same, almost. So. Sometimes it's less, but for such huge trade, we have more. So about the routing algorithm. So you see, it was very important for me to make it visible for everyone how we achieve this best price. So I say, don't trust, verify. So you can verify it here. You see, we have 2 different routes. We use different markets. We use here phone swapping ETH to DAI. We use USDT market and WTH DAI market. We can do really advanced routes here. For example, swapping from Ethereum to Aave WBTC or compound WBTC or compound other collateral token. We can bundle any token. We can swap any token into the destination token and bundle it also extra on top to the collateral token. Here in this example, we use WTH and WBTC markets, DAI USDC WBTC markets. So you see we have 3 connector tokens, and this is very complex computation, I would say, on our servers. So we have like right now more than 50 servers, with each one has like 64 CPU cores, and we have to scale almost every day. So the volume is growing, and of course we're working to improve that, but still we have great response times. So you see, if you type anything, so it's already there. The limit orders thing would come, so the future to set limit orders.
Cool.
We plan to release actually tomorrow. I hope it would work. Otherwise, next week. And of course, we support a lot of wallets. You can use MetaMask or Web3 wallet, Wallet Connect, Wallet Link, Ledger Protest, and today I released Mazer Wallet Connect. This is really great technology. I didn't know that my Ether wallet introduced own connector, Wallet Connect, by using WebRTC technology. It's working in a decentralized manner. So there's no bridge between you, the browser, and your wallet. And just very secure and very encrypted. So I love this kind of connector. I actually plan to build such a connector on the next hackathon in my free time. But yeah, they built it already. So yeah, that's actually it. Yeah,
Can you also highlight, do you have to enable the Qi token if you hold that to save money on gas? Where is that here? Like in the past version, there was a little option there that we would check off to enable it.
So yeah, we have the option here in the settings. We show here in the top. So it's not yet activated. So and you can just click to activate Qi. Yeah, and you get
very cool.
You'll see that, and you can approve the transaction. So we have actually.
Whoa! You don't have to. You don't like. Is that just because you've approved it before with this wallet, or is that does it no longer cost gas to approve that the use of Qi?
It costs for sure. So what we actually built, we built an option for everyone to use own Qi token. So you know the market is volatile, and also the gas price is volatile. Sometimes 800 gray, like we had it this summer, and sometimes it's like yesterday 12. Yeah. Way. And if you mint the Qi token on a 12 way, or you buy it for a low price, then you can sell it later when the price is higher, or you can just burn it here by on 1 inch. You can burn it here by just activating the Qi, and we will burn some Qi tokens on transaction execution time.
Can you remind me also that the Qi token, I think more people are buying it versus minting it, because minting it does take a little bit more effort. Like you've got to use a wallet that you normally, I guess, wouldn't use. Because isn't there some, like, I don't know, want to call it a penalty, but like you basically to mint the Qi token, just kind of like warning people, like it's incredibly valuable to do, but don't do it in a wallet that you use regularly.
Yeah, that's the point. So if you send a transaction for minting, for example, like 5 way, and it can happen that it would just stuck in the memory pool, and so you can't send any transactions from your wallet until the transaction is mined. And yeah, of course, I suggest extra wallet if you wanna mint it. Minting is not yet implemented in the new UI. You can use the legacy UI. It's here, the link.
Okay.
The previous version. And also there are some tools from the community. There are some guys who built nice minters. I personally, I don't mint any Qi token. I buy it on the market, and you can see it. Maybe we can change it to
actually. Could you quickly explain for those that are new to this, like what is the purpose of the Qi token, and then is there any sort of strategy to, like, should you try to buy it while gas prices are low, and then plan to use it? Let's say if gas prices go back up to 100 gwei, is that the general sort of strategy for using it?
So Qi token is actually based on an original GC2 token. This was a research project from some guys from New York. One of these guys is, I guess he has Russian roots as well. We met him in Osaka last year on a conference. So, and actually what they found out that it's possible to leverage the gas price on Ethereum by writing in the storage of Ethereum blockchain for small gas prices, and later release this storage by destroying smart contracts and getting refund. So you get benefits from burning it on high gas price, because you can get up to 43% of discount of your gas costs, for the transactions. So at the beginning, we paid, we spent the gas token for all our users, but after it was such expensive that we would pay like $30,000 every day. We of course stopped, and we implement this solution that everyone can just buy OMG, leverage the gas price on the Ethereum network. They can use it, or they can also speculate on that. So, for example, this is not financial advice, yeah. So, for example, you can buy the Chi token when the gas price is all the time low. Right now, right now, we have the gas price is around 47 GWh. Yeah, it's still okay. Stand at 17, so you can try to buy it, and you can sell it later when the gas price is very high. There are a lot of arbitrage traders who are using Chi token, yeah, and they need the Chi token, yeah. When it's all the people who liquidate, they also use a lot of gas tokens, yeah, and they need them, and they buy it on the market if they is getting out of these tokens, and you can sell it. You can also use limit orders to sell the Chi token for a specific price. For example, you can buy it right now and set the price double of the current price. So you can make 2x's actually. And the Chi token is really utility token because it's leveraged the gas price on Ethereum.
Very interesting. Yeah. The Chi token is definitely something that once I read the original post I think you guys put out when you launched it, and I was like, this is yet another like incredible hack in the community to take advantage of. Just while we're here, anything else to add to like what makes 1inch a better DEX aggregator? Because when I think about what else is available, there is Paraswap, the Matcha by 0x, and Dex.ag. I recognize that you are pulling from, I believe, more liquidity pools than anyone else, but curious if there's anything else to call out. Like, I guess I think about like what you were talking about with V2 and the algorithm, the way it splits it. Is that what it becomes a game of, continually polishing that algorithm to be better at splitting orders across different pools?
Yeah, I would like to say about competition itself. So we are hackers, white hat hackers and builders, and we participated on all the Ethereum hackathons just because there's competition, and the feeling that you compete with someone, you try to build it much better, and you try to pitch better all the judges. And right now what we do, we build things and we pitch to all the people out there, yeah. So, and try to also get feedbacks and also try to fit all the needs on the market. So about other people who started to aggregate, like 0x, they started actually with 0x protocol. We use also the limit orders with 0x protocol, and it's okay. It was useful for us. We saved a lot of time and money for audits. Then they decide to aggregate, and because they have seen that we were like the one who had this huge grow, and it's easy to be player number 2, 3, and it's easy to compete with the number 1. Right now we are the leading aggregator with the most liquidity on the market, with the most volume on the market, and we understand that those guys are not sleeping, yeah, and they work on to improve their own space, and this is great. This is from one side, it's of course it's we have to kind of spend a lot of time and effort to be better, because if they integrate all the liquidity sources, then we can only compete on the algorithm side, and so we have to improve there, and we try to improve everywhere, and this is good for the DeFi community, I would say, or for the DeFi space. More competition, more great products like Matcha, for example. Yeah, they actually, from my side, I can say they did great job, and that's the world. Yeah, it's okay. Like, like Google had also competitors until they got such big. Yeah,
Yeah.
Amazon, AWS, so Apple, Microsoft, this fight, Microsoft and Apple. This was also helpful for the whole world, because they compete between each other, and they innovate all the time. And Apple still continue to innovate right now. So they, for example, the great notebooks right now with M1 chip, and this is also innovation. They didn't do that just because they can do that. They did it because they have to do that, and because all the other people are not sleeping there, and will produce also nice products. And this is the same here. So we are working really, really hard. I have a team around the globe, and we are working from different time zones, and try to just improve the space and to onboard more people. I don't like to have it like, oh, we fight against someone. It's not true. And we will never do that. We love to work with everyone, and we just build nice products and try to improve the space. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy you guys are on our team. I mean, it's good to have 1inch on the Ethereum team, because I feel badly for other chains to not have this sort of like energy building and pushing. Sergej, can you talk to me a bit more about like any updates to discuss with MooneySwap? So this summer you guys launched your own AMM. It definitely was very complementary to all of the work that you all do as a DEX aggregator. Just curious to learn, like, how's it going with MooneySwap, and any updates that we can look forward to.
So about the MooneySwap, so it was like the name itself. It's like a fun name, like meme name. It comes from Anton. So we had some of our team discussions, and we came to an idea how we can actually solve 2 additional problems in the market in the DeFi space. Actually, we found out only one, and afterwards we found out that Vitalik wrote about that, and it's actually we solved the second problem. So the first problem, which we actually solved, is that all the liquidity providers, they don't earn a lot. For example, on Uniswap, they earn only on each swap 0.3%. And if you just analyze all the transactions, what we did in our white paper, we presented in the white paper, right. You see that there are a lot of people who swap on Uniswap with price slippage, with huge price slippage, like 5%, maybe 10%. Also, 4% is also a lot for huge swaps like 100K. And those money is not going to a liquidity provider, and it's not helping the protocol to grow or to benefit. It goes to arbitrage traders. And what we did, we introduced a new kind of automated market maker with virtual balances, and in time slowly improving price. It's like an auction, so in the reverse direction. If someone swapped 100,000 USDT to ETH, and they had 5% of price slippage, most of these 5% would be set to a kind of auction, and we in 5 minutes we improved the price in the reverse direction for arbitrage traders, and the swap in the reverse direction for bad price for them. On Uniswap, they would just in the next block, or also in the same block after the transaction, they would just take the money. And in our case, most of the money is in the liquidity pool. So, and afterwards we found out that Vitalik wrote about such virtual balances, and it allows us to protect all MooneySwap user from front running. Front running example would be you swap 100,000 USDT to ETH, and you set 1% price slippage. 1% is actually a lot, here in this case, and arbitrage trader can go can make a transaction before your transaction when they see your transaction in mempool, and can make a transaction after you in the reverse direction to take your 1% maximum of price which you set in the user interface. So it's not possible on Uniswap. It's not possible to improve the price in the same block in positive direction. It's not possible. There's more. We can. So we have right now some products in the pipeline. We plan to build on top of our money leg of Uniswap. Actually, we can, from our point of view, we can build stop loss orders, limit orders, which would work completely in decentral manner. Yeah, and this is possible just because of Uniswap. And there's actually more, and we plan to release next year more protocols. So we announced our 1inch token, and we announced the liquidity mining program. We needed informations, statistics from our Uniswap protocol to find out how it works. So, and we collected enough, and we are ready to announce the second version of Uniswap very, very soon. And we plan to release our 1inch token this year. So I hope it would happen. We are working really hard. So I sleep sometimes only 2-3 hours. And we try to deliver it this year for everyone. So and more and more products are in the pipeline.
Just a few questions to follow up on. So the Uniswap liquidity mining, my understanding, that's still going, right? That's an ongoing program
until 1inch token release. Yeah.
Good. Okay. And we don't know the date of the 1inch token release yet, right? I mean, you might know it, but I'm saying we don't know that yet, right?
Yeah.
Cool. And
this is this year. So I hope this will happen this year.
45 days. No. That's coming soon. That's exciting.
Yeah. So you can just imagine what it could be. So and I already said
launch it on Christmas. That's what we want for Christmas. 1inch token.
We are really working hard on the release, and there's a lot to do. And very, very important thing is the security. Yeah, this is actually the bottleneck of most of the releases in our case. So, and like in Uniswap, we actually wrote 5 days the code, and another 7-8 days we had the audits. So wow. And 2 more days for fixing all the things what they found. And we actually released like in 2.5 weeks the Uniswap. And it's right now. So we are also like the bottleneck is right now the audits. Example here for 1inch smart contract, which we released with the V2, we actually ordered more than 11 companies to audit our smart contract, because we take security very we see it as very important, and because we are white hat hackers, so we helped BZX early this year to save $2.5 million. We had the access to it by discovering a bug in a smart contract. Of course, we reported that, and but it's not common, that someone find a bug and report it. So we have seen this year a lot of hacks. So, and we would like to prevent any hacks on our side, and we do a lot of security audits.
Sergey, this relates back to what happened in like mid-February at ETH Denver. That's the
January. Our hack was in January, and in February, actually, I was on the Denver hackathon. I was hacking there. We built a leverage aggregator.
I remember that. Yeah. I remember seeing the tool come out. Yeah.
Yeah, I lost my voice on this weekend because I pitched all the time without any stops. So, and the real bad hack, I would say, happened in February when I was also on the hackathon, and hours before I was talking also with BZX team, and we actually wanted to use their platform for the leverage positions, and and in the night it happened, and then a lot of people started to talk that we were that, so or I was that, and we didn't like that, so we were kind of we wrote a blog post about the hack in January, because like someone got this information that we reported this hack, but it was not disclosed, and we disclosed it 1 or 2 days after this February hack to just avoid bad damage, bad reputation for us. That the people would maybe think that we were that, but we would never do that, because I have my family, I have my daughter. Anton has 2 kids, and we can't afford to go in prison just because of I don't know, $2 million. You know, like $2 million is not it's not a reason to do crime.
Yeah, this I think in the end, like, I mean, my takeaway from all of it is it's the community looking out for one another, and yeah, like you guys have uncovered. Haven't you uncovered more than just that vulnerability? Like I'm curious, like, do you like, how do you find the time to do that? Or is it because you were looking into working with BZX previously that you uncovered that? Because it's you know, it's awesome, but again, like I know like everyone's pressed for time, and I'm like, how do you find the time to do that? Unless you guys are just, you're like Terminators, you know, you just working all day to find these potential bugs.
So we were not looking for any backdoors or bugs, especially. So what we how we came to such vulnerabilities is by reading the code of the product. So who we are aggregator, yeah. So and what we do, we integrate, yeah. And to integrate, you have to understand what's happening in the smart contracts, and we have to read all the smart contracts. So in the BZX case, we were speaking with BZX team about flash loans. And we came, like we shared also our knowledge about flash loans, because we introduced the flash loans to Aave on ETH Paris hackathon. We built first MVP with flash loans for them, and we suggest to them to use the flash loans with own liquidity pools. So BZX team said they have own implementation of flash loan. And I said, okay, guys, did you pass any audits? And I didn't get any answer. And I asked for a source code, like link to a source code, and they shared the link. I did a look, and after 2 minutes, I called Anton and said, Anton, there's a backdoor. There's not a backdoor. There's a bug. It was a bug, and he didn't trust me. So I had to spend some time to call them out, and then they take a look and wrote a small proof of concept. We verified that and reported directly to BZX team. It was night, I guess, on their side, and so it was also crazy moves from the team. One guy had to run to another one through the whole city, and his car was not working, and I don't know, a lot of things happens in between. So, and we were like waiting there with the finger on the button, to move the funds, to save the funds. So, but the team decided to not move the funds. They just deployed a new patch. Yeah, and but we were monitoring to have it kind of safe. And other projects where we discovered something, like it was Banker, for example, on the hackathon on New York when we built 1inch. We found out that they have a bug in the smart contract. And we reported that, and we actually patched that by ourselves, because we had to integrate it in 1inch. So we just rewrote the code of Banker and built an own patch for that. So, and used our smart contracts.
This makes sense now. So I wasn't thinking about that, and I should have been able to relate to that, because you are just reviewing so much code because you're pulling from all these different liquidity sources. And I'm not a developer, but I know speaking with some of our engineers, I definitely can understand they're constantly reviewing code as well, because they're thinking about zaps and trying to get more zaps in for like we should have, I think easily by the end of 2020, we'll have zaps for Mooniswap. There's a number of other AMMs that we've just haven't been able to add those yet for. So let's talk a little bit more generally then just about DeFi for a moment. Like, what do you think is missing from the DeFi landscape? Like what products what products might you build? Because you guys build a lot, but like what other products are you hoping to see built in the landscape?
So unfortunately, I can't share our plans right now to avoid conflicts with other teams who would maybe start to build the same. We have some innovations in the pipeline. So right now in the DeFi space, I miss a lot of security. This is really a pain point from my point of view. So a lot of people lost a lot of money, and we should avoid that. We shouldn't test in production. Actually, we started also by testing in production. Everything what we built in the hackathons was in production and on the mainnet, but we found out that it's not really the best idea. And we have seen a lot of hacks. So we need to improve the space. We need more auditor companies. We have also, we need, of course, also better rates maybe, because right now, I don't know, I got a rate from a top auditor and like more than 100K, and this is insane. So I was working for Porsche for a while, first as a software engineer, then later as a security expert, and was responsible for more than 60 teams. And I ordered also a lot of security audits for traditional applications, backends, web front ends, and so on. And such a huge number for a small amount of code is it's really a lot. And yeah, we need more competitors there in this space, and maybe a platform where then white hat hackers can grab a job and do the job and get the money for that. Of course, we have Gitcoin grants. It's maybe this direction, but maybe more in decentralized manner. I miss like this censorship on Twitter sometimes and other social media platforms. I wish to have decentralized social network without big players like Google or Facebook or Twitter itself. I like Twitter; it's great, but it's central. It's a piece of software which is centralized.
I know it feels dirty when we use it. I mean, like we're all dependent upon it, and it's like at the end of the day, it's for the ethos that we all like believe in and follow in this space. Like we need to see some decentralized social media actually succeed. And it's scary because the centralized tools we're all so addicted to, and there's just so much of a network effect to using it at this point. Sergey, can you talk a little bit more on you mentioned security, like what do you guys do at 1inch to ensure that your smart contracts are safe? And I guess what can you share about what do you do to prevent like a smart contract bug from showing up?
So we are also security auditors, and you can also be the best guy, best developer, best security auditor in the world, but you're a human, and humans make mistakes, and how we solved the problem? We just, good example is 1inch, our new gas optimized 1inch smart contract for the aggregation swaps. We solved it by just hiring like more than, I guess, 13, 11, 13, I'm not sure. I stopped to count that amount of auditors. We just ordered everywhere the security audits, and we of course we paid a lot, but it's the money which is invested by investors, and we invest this money in the product, and everyone find something. Some of them find nothing maybe, but some of them, maybe 1/3 of the audits are really useful, and you get corner cases which you didn't think about that. For example, like Anton, for example, is a really great developer, and Michael Sumsum. But we had an auditor company. They found a really crazy corner case, and we fixed that, and we're happy about that. That we ordered a lot of security updates. I can share maybe a short a type of EtherScan. What EtherScan did also great. They introduced this security part here. This is our smart contract, the new one. With 0.1111 and so on to 54. And you see, we uploaded some reports already. We are waiting for other reports as well. So, and you can just click here and look to it. For example, here, Scott Bigelow, here does his work also for Ethereum Foundation, and he did really great job. He suggested also optimizations, gas optimization, and so on. And it can only help to hire more auditor companies, more than 3. So I suggest to hire 10 at least, because you get a lot of feedback back what you can do better.
What is the least amount of money and the most amount of money that that you've spent on audits? Because I'm recognizing, I mean, that, yeah, you have had a lot of audits, and I've heard from other founders, like this is one of the more costly parts of building a DeFi application. Yeah,
I can give you an example. So I gave already one example. So we need 2 more audits for this year's. And I got like a quote with like $140,000.
Wow!
And for to audit less than 1,000 lines of code. Yeah, and this is a lot. Of course, security is very important, and this is right now very expensive because a lot of people start building new products, a lot of forks, Sushi Swap, Sake Swap, Mini Swap, DeFi Swap.
True. Yeah.
We can maybe record a rapper video and rap here with the names.
I'm yeah. A fork of 1 inch that's been like 3-inch swap, or so. Why would you want 1 inch swap when you can have 10-inch swap? And yeah, that's so interesting. I haven't talked to anyone about this. I didn't realize like you have a lot of audits in motion, and then just the sheer volume of that, like that's really interesting. I mean, I hope we can get there. I hope we have more auditing firms show up and get more and more experience. I think like as someone, again, without like the developer like know-how to really judge it, my experience has always been that there just aren't enough people out there at the moment, that this is really in high demand, and we need more people with this skill set because we need, like, we're just going to continue to see more applications get created and grow, and hence we're gonna have this crazy demand for auditing.
I agree. This is young space, and so for example, I was working at Porsche, and I had to order Porsche G, yeah, here in Germany. And
wait, what did you do at Porsche?
I was first a senior software engineer, and I did also DevOps. I cover everything, so front end, back end, DevOps, everything. So I switched to my own team. I had my own team for security, and we ordered red team tests. So like it's similar like hackers out there, and they try to find a hole in your APIs or in the front end. Also, we had the cases that someone were able to just hack a Raspberry Pi, which was on the TV, and he had access to, I don't know, to some files. They shouldn't access that. So this is very important, this security thing. So and good example is, so I ordered audits, for example, and I wrote, okay, I need a senior software engineer, security engineer with certifications for specific topics, yeah, and they should have at least 5 years of experience. So right now in the DeFi space and the Ethereum space, you can't find a guy who has more than 5 years of experience in Ethereum, you know, like, because Ethereum is that old almost. And yeah, and also certifications. There are no certifications. I was talking in Singapore 2018 back with Vitalik, and I said Ethereum Foundation should maybe release also certification for auditor companies. Yeah, they should be certified for solidity auditing. Yeah, and maybe someone should set up approaches, agile approaches, and more to improve security.
Yeah, to get that credibility out there, just to make sure that folks aren't working with someone who promises everything and can't really deliver. Sergej, I've got one more question for you. This goes back to like you as a founder. You know, you're one of the few people in the world that's built a DeFi application on Ethereum. What advice would you give to others that are considering building an application? Maybe you could share a bit of like, what do you think is driving the success at 1inch? You know, what's the secret sauce that's on your team?
The secret is the community itself. This is I have never seen such a community anywhere, and yeah, we get a lot of feedback from the community, and we get also the motivation from the community, yeah, to build new things, better things, yeah. And my suggestion is to keep building, try it out, participate on hackathons. This is great experience. We learned a lot from the hackathons, so I improved my pitching. I improved my delivery. So the whole team here on 1inch are hackathon guys. I have no guy here who didn't win at least 1 or 2 prizes on Ethereum Global. So participate on Ethereum Global Hackathon. From my point of view, this is the best hackathon organization right now in the market.
Yeah,
and do it every month. And this is great because you can travel around the globe. I was in India, I was in South Africa, and it was great. You spend like maybe 1 day to chill, and to also the networking is great, and the community itself is great. Yeah? All these startups are really cool, and the whole DeFi is about composability. Use all the products from other teams. Don't invent the wheel again. How the wording is. And just use money Legos. Like use 1inch for getting best rates on the market, and build own product on top. Yeah. So for example, is using us, yeah, because they didn't want to spend money and time and human resources for building the same what we have already. Yeah, and this is for free. What we are offering is free.
Yeah, I want to remind everyone, in case they had missed that aside from 1inch, you know, as a platform that I use, that they can plug in the API and like you said, don't reinvent the wheel. It's one of the best parts of our community is we all get to benefit from the hard work and brilliance of others and sort of string it all together and make better and better products. So yeah, really, I love what you said though. I feel like I would summarize it as like, try everything, you know, try everything, do what you can to learn about everything in this space, because there's so much interesting work being done. And I think actually being comfortable with the fact that you're never going to keep up with everything. You know, we all try, but everyone said it at some point that they're overwhelmed, and it's like, tough shit, get used to it. We're all going to be overwhelmed, I think, for many years to come. You know, it's probably only going to get more overwhelming from here on out. So it's a very special place to be. I've been in the community only 3 years or more, a little over 3 years. And it's just, I'm very proud to always talk about like working in Ethereum, and it's hard to communicate to someone on the outside unless they've worked in open source software, like just like how much momentum we have at the moment. Well, Sergey, anything else you'd like to share, or anything else that you just wanted to get out to the masses about 1inch?
Yeah, how already said once here in the video, don't trust, verify, and from a point of view, everyone can use whatever they want. Yeah, we offer what the best what we can deliver. Yeah, and we try to improve that. And if you like, you can use that, and if you like, you can support us as well by just participating in our protocol and coming protocols very soon. And yeah, social media, you're welcome for any feedbacks, and keep building and swapping.
Yeah, if you guys go to 1inch.exchange, at the very bottom, you'll see there's the usual links. Follow 1inch, follow Sergey as well on Twitter. They have a Discord community. Jessica on your team is wonderful. She's a great person to interface with in terms of giving feedback. Honestly, just that's another cool thing is like you can get into your Discord and you can start to interact with the founders of most DeFi applications. So I think as long as we're respectful to one another, as long as those folks aren't jerks, it's a really awesome way to be able to communicate that feedback. Well, Sergey, just thanks so much for your time. Great to finally meet you. Congrats on all your success. Super excited for the 1inch token to launch this year. But like more importantly, 1inch has all this value. No one needs that token right now. So this is why I think people got excited for the token, is that it's a product that stands on its own. So I would really encourage everyone, like if you're swapping on like a Uniswap or Balancer, stop doing that. Use a DEX aggregator. You're probably losing money not using a DEX aggregator. And other than that, gosh, tomorrow we will be interviewing Matt Leasing, who wrote Out of the Ether. It's a really great book about the history of Ethereum. But Sergey, love to have you back. Tell Anton I said just congrats on all the success as well, and hope you and your family stay safe during the quarantine here.
Yeah, thanks. Bye, guys. See you.
Bye, guys. We'll see you tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern. Bye, everyone. Thanks so much.